In this video, we will see overview of SAP MM along with P2P cycle. P2P means procure to pay cycle, or sometime you might heard about the procurement cycle. But before going to P2P cycle, let's get familiar with the SAP screen, its navigation. So let's start with the SAP screen and navigation. So how to log in SAP system? So like any other web portal, we need username and password to log in into the SAP system. So now you might have question how to get login details for SAP. So if you are working in any organization, then you will receive that details from your team, maybe security team, or maybe your colleagues or team leads. But what if someone want to learn SAP and they need login details or SAP server access? So you may reach out to any institute and you may ask them for SAP server access, and with the help of some institutes or service server access providers, you can get that access. Then again, there are two ways to use that SAP server access. First one, you can log into SAP using GUR or GUI, and second one is remote desktop. So here I will show you how to log in both way. So first, let's start with first first method. So how we can log into uh, SAP GUI. So I will show you. So once you get access and you install that GUI in your computer, you will see this icon on your screen. That is SAP login icon. You simply need to double click on it. So once you double click, it will open that SAP Net Viewer, that is GUI, and it will show you the screen like this with initially it might be the blank, so you need to access how to set up its property and application server and all that. So once you set up that, you will see various icons. So you have to click on appropriate system. So once you click on that, you will reach out to the page that I have shown you in PPT, where you will see the way to the username and password, where you can put that username and password and you can log in. So I will show you. Then you will see here client. So client means just the instant on systems, and you need that to log in. So once I cover that landscape details, you will better understand what is exactly client. Then what language you want to use while login, so you can select different languages here. So EN for English, then you just put your login details and password, and you can log into system. So that's it. Once you log in system, you will see this first page. But now I will show you the second way of login. So I will just close this window, and I will show you other way how to log in into SAP. If you don't have GUI option and you want to log in using a remote server, so you can just go to set Windows option, and here you can go to Windows accessory, and here you can see remote desktop connection. So you can directly click on that, or other way you just click here on search and type here remote. So you can see that remote desktop connection, just click on it. So once you click on it, you will get this sort of desktop remote desktop connection, and with the help of your so as per the your remote link. So remote desktop has different links. So as per your remote link, you just need to put that link here, then click on show more option, put your username for that remote, and click on connect. So once you click on connect, it will ask you for the password of that remote. So once You put appropriate password, it will allow you to access that remote desktop from your laptop or computer. So it's not that hard. You might have already worked with it. So I'm just telling in case if you don't know how to log in. So it will take time if it's for first time. And here you can see the same SAP logon icon, and you can log in into SAP the way I told you initially. So once you log into SAP, then what next is the overview of SAP and its screen, that is SAP navigation. So there are so many options in SAP. You can see there various tools and command fields and all things. So we will get familiar with this all. So you can see here there is a menu bar. So menu bar is the top line where you can see various options. So I will tell you here, and then I will show you in system as well how it is. Then you see here standard bar. So standard bar includes the standard functions like save, page up, page down, search, then various options, and most important here is back, close, exit, all these three. Then you see the title bar. So title bar is this. So whatever page you go or whatever command you run, you will see the what exactly you are doing. That title will appear here. Let's say you are creating purchase order, so you will see here purchase order creation. Then you have application toolbar. So once you are as per the title, what applications you can use from that page, you will see that there. And then most important is command field. So command field is the area where which you use most of time, where you can run directly your transactions, means the transactional codes. Let's say I want to create purchase order, then I will put just here the code of purchase order, how to create, and it will open that screen. So let's see all this in system. So again, I will log in to the SAP system with my credentials. So yeah, it takes some time to open. So I will go into system. I'll put my credentials here. Again, language is by default, so no need to put it. So I will put my username and password and just hit enter. Oh, I put wrong one, so I will put appropriate one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so I was telling you about first menu bar. So in menu bar we have different options like menu. In this menu we have again different options. So whenever, as and when we required all this option, I will tell you all this. Then standard toolbar, as I told you, various options to open new screen. Let's say we can open various 8 screen in one SAP login. So let's say I'm working on something in one screen and I want to same time want to see something on another screen, so I can open using this. Let's say I'm in one screen. Let's say I'm creating purchase order and I'm already utilizing this screen, but still I want to see something else. So I can open new screen here and I can utilize that screen. So same, I can open 8 various sessions same time. So I can run here something different. Let's say I want to check material. So I can go here and check material, whatever material I want to see. So you can open various instances from here. Then if you want to go back, you can just go back. If you want to close that session, you can close from this. If you want to search anything on that page, you can search from here. Then as I told you, title bar. So title bar, it shows what command or what process we are doing here. So it is title bar. It's showing me now create purchase order, but if I go in another screen, it will show me something different. Let's say display material. So accordingly it shows. Then all application toolbar. So according to that application, it shows me different tools. Let's say I can see print preview, I can see message, then check, hold, and different stuff. So we will explore that as and when required, but most important is this command field. Here you, as you might have seen while opening two sessions, I have put some commands here, and that directly divert me to the new screen with that appropriate application. So let's say I want to check something. Let's say I want to go to creating purchase requisition. So I can just put here in command bar that particular command, and I just press enter. It will revert you. It will go to the on that particular page. See, so that's why command bar is most important field, and we use that for most of time. So yeah, that's it. So next we will see about the P2P cycle. So if you have any question regarding this, you can comment in the below comment section.
Also, don't forget to subscribe my channel so I can make more and more videos on SAP. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.